USA Today announced its list of Women of the Year, which they call, quote, a recognition of women across the country who've made a significant impact. Okay, got it. So who's at the top of the list? Well, that would be United States Assistant Secretary for Health Rachel Levine, the nation's highest ranking openly transgender official. In other words, a biological man is now Time Magazine's Woman of the Year. So is this fair to all the other significant females in our country that you would think would get such a prestigious title for all the things they've accomplished? Let's ask political and social commentator Lauren Chen. Lauren, thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
So you're a woman. There's a list of
I
women
am, in
that
the
are getting
traditional
honored.
sense, too.
So there's a list of women getting honored here, and at the very top of the list is somebody who is a biological man, also known as a man. What's going on?
So it's kind of strange right now because simultaneously we have progressives constantly complaining that there are too many old white males in position of power. And if we're just being frank, that's exactly what Levine is, an old white male. So usually this would not be someone who you'd imagine would gain the praise of progressives and be championed as some trailblazer, something modern, new, and different. But then all of a sudden, because he decides to call himself a woman and grow out his hair, and by the way, I don't know if this matters to people, but he hasn't even been transitioned for that long anyway. His experience as a woman technically is very, very short, if you can even call it that. But now, because of just this magic trick of self-identification, all of a sudden, he's getting all of this praise. So, I mean, as someone who has been a woman for all of her 27 years, it kind of feels, frankly, like a cop-out, like this whole trans narrative is this new way for mediocre males, and I'm including people like Leah Thomas here as well, to be catapulted to the limelight for, frankly, doing things that, I mean, regular women and men do all the time with little to no fanfare.
What do you think USA Today is after here with this? I mean, I guess in a sense, here I am talking about it, other people are talking about it. It's certainly a way to get attention, but doesn't this also, I mean, it's a pretty widely read national newspaper. Doesn't this hurt credibility at some level? And also, we'll ask you about how women should feel about this, but what do you think USA Today's game is here?
Well, I think it has become a virtue signal, frankly, to lift trans women up as just regular women, but also somehow better. Like there's that double standard there. You can't really treat them differently, but also they are special and better than regular women. And we've seen so many mainstream media outlets jump on board these bandwagons for different people, whether that's Caitlyn Jenner or Leah Thomas, and now of course Rachel Levine. And it's funny because USA Today, for all of these women, would talk about their accomplishments, why exactly they're on this list. And for Levine, it's mostly just trans, beautiful, empowered. If we're actually going to judge this person as a candidate based on job performance, there's really not that much to write home about, frankly. And actually, as someone who's been following Levine since the appointment, there's also the concerning fact that Levine is someone who's actually come out in favor of, it seems, children as well transitioning. So not only is there really not much in the way of accomplishments, I think there's plenty there to criticize, but USA Today and so many other liberal outlets would rather just focus on the beautiful, empowering parts of it, which I think largely is why the Biden administration chose Levine, because it is a way to score woke PR points.